Welcome back to Future Moto Hub. We're talking about the bike that has been whispered about, debated, and hyped across the motorcycling world, the 2026 Royal Enfield Bullet 250. This isn't just another media-capacity motorcycle. No, this is a machine that tries to resize legend into a more accessible, more manageable, and more everyday-friendly package, without losing the identity that made Royal Enfield such an iconic name in classic bikes. Let's begin with what really matters under the tank: the engine and performance. The 2026 Bullet 250 is powered by a newly tuned 250cc single-cylinder air-cooled engine paired with a 5-speed manual gearbox. This engine isn't about blistering top speeds or lap times, it's about delivering smooth and usable torque across city streets and open highways. It produces around 20 PS of power and roughly 21 Nm of torque, giving you a relaxed, linear roll-on that's perfect for both commuting and touring. Unlike bigger twin-cylinder cruisers that feel heavy on their feet, this 250cc motor is attuned for low-end punch and predictable response. That means even new riders can manage highway speeds without feeling overwhelmed, while experienced riders will appreciate the refined delivery and reduced vibrations compared to older classic engines. Now let's talk mileage and practicality. One of the most talked about features of this iteration, the Bullet 250 is expected to return around 35–40 km per liter on average, and some reports even suggest figures may touch the mid-40s depending on riding conditions. For a bike with classic heritage and a displacement big enough to cruise comfortably, that's impressive efficiency, especially in markets with rising fuel costs. What really sets the Bullet 250 apart from many other 250cc bikes, though, is that it doesn't try to be a sportster or an adventure bike. It stays true to the Bullet philosophy: a relaxed performance with enough power to cruise all day without fatigue. Moving on to design and build quality, and this is where the Bullet 250 shows its true personality. If you've ever seen a classic Royal Enfield in person, you know how unmistakable the silhouette is, and the 2026 Bullet 250 embraces that fully. Think teardrop fuel tank with bold Bullet badging, a round headlamp with classic chrome-finished elements, metal mudguards, and the traditional long comfortable seat. Royal Enfield didn't just slap old styling on a new bike, though they paid attention to details that enthusiasts will notice. You get things like a metal body panel construction, wiry spoke wheels, or alloys on certain trims, and premium matte or metallic paint options that elevate the Bullet's presence on the road. This bike looks the part whether parked or cruising at a relaxed pace. Ergonomically, the Bullet 250 keeps an upright and comfortable riding posture. Wide handlebars, a wallet cushion seat for rider and pillion, and foot pegs placed for relaxed cruising make long journeys less tiring, a quality that fans of big Bullets have always loved. The suspension setup with telescopic front forks and twin rear shocks absorbs bumps well, even rough urban roads, giving you a composed ride feel. Feature-wise, don't expect a TFT screen or traction control here, that's not what this motorcycle is about. But you do get practical updates like a semi-digital instrument cluster, basic ride information, gear indicator, and even a USB charging port for everyday convenience. The braking setup includes disc brakes up front with ABS, and many markets offer dual-channel ABS, adding a modern layer of safety without diluting the classic experience. Now let's talk price and positioning, because this is where the Bullet 250 is truly strategic. Official launches in markets like India peg the ex-showroom price around a superscript 11.05 Macron lakh, making it one of the most affordable Royal Enfield motorcycles ever. This price bracket opens the brand up to younger riders, daily commuters, and enthusiasts who always wanted that classic Royal Enfield experience without the premium price tag of bigger models. That pricing lands it sharply against other 250cc classics and cruiser-style bikes. Yet the Bullet 250 stands out because it brings heritage and real presence at a price most riders can justify. If you're comparing value for money, this is a motorcycle that could draw buyers who normally consider only mid-range bikes. But what are the unique selling points that make the 2026 Bullet 250 more than just a smaller Royal Enfield? First, the classic Bullet identity. It's not a retro look slapped onto a modern chassis. It's a genuine continuation of a lineage that dates back decades. Second, the rideability. A smooth power delivery, manageable torque, and relaxed ergonomics make this motorcycle easy to live with day to day. Third, practicality. 80-cent mileage, basic modern features, and the promise of affordable service and parts through Royal Enfield's expansive network. And finally, its market position. The Bullet 250 sits where tradition meets accessibility. It doesn't fight sport bikes for lap records or try to be an adventure tourer. Instead, it stakes its claim as a classic with a purpose. A bike you can ride daily, take out on weekend trips, and genuinely enjoy without the complexity of high-end electronics or excessive power. To wrap up, the 2026 Royal Enfield Bullet 250 is a compelling package for riders who value heritage, comfort, and real-world usability. It brings the classic Bullet's soulmate vibes into an engine size that's approachable for a wider audience, but without losing that unmistakable Royal Enfield presence on the road. At its expected price point, smooth performance, timeless design, and practical features, this motorcycle is poised to become a favorite among both new and experienced riders alike. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more future bike breakdowns like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. What would you want to take for a test ride first?